Hello there, everybody. My name is Manav, and I'm one of the two people that run this YouTube channel. Okay, so I've got another After Effects tutorial for you guys, and obviously, we're gonna be making audio spectrums again today. Seems like that's the only one thing that I know how to do. Okay, so let me drop my audio file here. Come on, any day now. Okay, and also I installed keypose, so it shows you all the keys that I press, which is pretty awesome and saves time, and it makes it so I don't have to keep saying all the keys again and again. Okay, let me just find a space to save it. Where it go? Tutorial Thursday. Yep, this is my 7th tutorial. Okay, so this is advanced audio spectrum tutorial. You probably read that in the title. Let's start by not doing that, but instead dragging and dropping this so that we have the song like this. The composition is the size of the song, which I didn't exactly need it to do. Just let me just make it something like 30 seconds because it's a tutorial, it's not a template. Okay, 30 seconds. I want it to be 60 FPS though, and 1080p is good. 1080p is really good with 60 FPS here. Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to grab this edge of the song. So let me just make a cut there and then press this, and now the song is starting from around the 30th second. Awesome. Okay, now let's make a new layer, solid. Let's call it audio spectrum. Okay, the layer is the size of comp. Let's grab an audio spectrum effect. Let's generate it. Whoa, end of tutorial. No, I'm just kidding. Now let me grab a wallpaper. So some of you guys were asking me this, what I do in order to get wallpapers is I go to Pixabay, which has all the free to use wallpapers, free images and videos you can use anywhere. So let's select photos, category. I'll just get that to in a moment. I want it to be the size of at least 1920 by 1080p, and I want architecture. Okay, let's search that up. This is not a sponsored video. I'm such a small time YouTuber, as if somebody would actually sponsor me. Oh, this is cool. Let's grab this. Okay, so since I'm logged in, it won't ask me for capture or anything. Oh, that's nice. Let's grab the even bigger size. Any day now. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 1 second. Yep, Google's on a trip. I'll cut that. I'll paste it into this just to organize everything, and I'll take this, go to my After Effects, go to my project, and I'll just drop it down there. Take this. Okay, so this is a 30-second composition. Let's transform this to comp width. Now I can press S to get the scale. I'll keyframe that scale, and I want it to animate a bit this way. And now I'll go back to the first frame. I'll press P for position. I'll keyframe that as the original position, and at the end I want it to be like this. So in these 30 seconds the wallpaper will animate like this. Okay, I also realized that I said this a lot, the word this. Okay, so now we have this audio spectrum, which is not visible at all. Let's make this white here as well. Let's make this something like 120. No, actually let's make it something like 35. Let's make that 10. Okay, softness to 0, and softness is what this is. If I increase the softness, it's a lot more blurry, and it looks fake. I mean, it's not like it looks real from the start, but still looks very weird. So let's make this 20 by 400. Let's make it react to the song. Okay, let's take side A. Let's make this sorry, I have a really bad cough. Plus 400 onto that. So let's make this 940 as well. Okay, so now we have this over here. So now I'll do something that I like doing with pretty much all my spectrums, which is put a mirror effect on it. First select the audio spectrum here, of course. Then now you can see that the layer I have right now, oh shit, let me just check if it's recording. Yeah, it's recording. The layer I have right now, it's 1920. It says 1920 by 540 is its reflection center, which is somewhere over here. What I would like to do is I would like to bring this in. So my composition is 1920. So I would like this to be like at the half point of 1920. You guys can see that, right? It's cloning the left side onto the right. So what I would like to do is let's just undo that a little bit. So it's 1920 again. I'll just put this as 1920 divided by 2 because my comp size is 1920 by 1080p. I just want it to be at the center. So the center of the width would be divided by 1920 divided by 2, which is 960, of course. Okay, now we have this effect, which is mirroring the lower frequencies, which are the ones on the left, to the right side as well. Let's ramp up the height to 2000. Okay, so now we have this audio spectrum done. Tutorial is done. Sorry for making that joke. Okay, so now we'll just take a minimax channel, we'll generate it, we'll set this to, actually we'll leave it at maximum, we'll set this to alpha and color, and we'll make the radius something like 10. See, so this is what happens when you make a minimax. It gives you that square stuff. That's amazing. All the audio spectrum digital thingamajigs are circular, like they're rounded at the edge. I want it to be square just because no one makes it a square one. just for that reason. Okay, let me play with this a bit. 15 is good. 20 is insanely high. 18. Okay, I think 15 was perfect. Okay, maybe not. Maybe 14 is perfect. Yeah, I like 14 more. Okay. So, as you guys can see, this is how it looks like. Now, of course, we can play with this. We can just duplicate this. Change the color to something like, let's pick a color from here. Let's grab that. Do this. Grab one of the white layers, pull it down. Now it's at the bottom. Oh, by the way, I forgot to increase the maximum height. Let's keep a 200 ka gap. So now it was 2000. Let's make it 2200. Yeah. Let's make this 2400. Yeah. And now let's duplicate these two. Control D. Let's put them at the bottom. Okay. Yellow. This would be 2600. This would be 2800. Okay, so now you guys can see where I'm going with this, right? Change the colors, have fun, play around with it, you know, all that jazz. I'm gonna move over stuff really quickly because I would like to keep this tutorial short. Also because I haven't slept all night and it's 12 in the afternoon now. My phone's light just came on for some reason. It's on silent. Okay, so this is something you can do with this thingamajig. Or what we can do is let's not hide those. Let's just delete them. And what we'll do is, no, actually let's keep them. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. Let me show you this. Let me show you this effect on one of them, and then we'll see what to do with it. I'm rambling so much. You guys already have clicked away already. I know. Okay, so blinds, Venetian blinds. This is a nice transition effect, and the thing about After Effects is that transition effects can affect stuff like this too. Just look at that. That's cool, no? Are you seeing what I'm doing? Don't look over here. Look over here. It's like it's turning around. Okay, let's put it back to 0. Let's take this over here. Let's what you can do is you can click that to keyframe that point. Go to 10-second mark and change the value to something like 50, and now it's animated as your music goes by. At the right point in the music you can make it do that, and that looks trippy. Okay, so let's turn this off. What we can also do is let's set this to, let's say, 50. Okay, but set this to 45. You see what I just did there? Isn't that cool? Okay, so what you can do is you can set keyframe the direction and click that, and let's add 90 degrees on this, not 9 degrees, 90 degrees. And in that 10-second mark, for example, as soon as your drop ends, like at that moment, you can make it animate like that, and it gives a trippy effect, because it feels like the audio spectrum is turning around, but it isn't actually. If you look at these tiny little things, it feels like it's rotating, but then you look at the edges and you're like, oh my god, it's not rotating, but it looked like it was rotating. Oh my god, this is trippy. Sorry for the cough, I can't help it, man. Okay, so if I change this to yellow, it should give me this. It looks like those hazard things that construction workers have or something, I don't know. I'm not a professional construction or pediatric. Yeah, welcome to Incarnate. We invent words and stuff. And we stammer about everything. So, yeah, this is what happens, and I think this is pretty cool. So, let's turn that direction, rotation thingamajig off. Let's put it to 0, so I can show you. Let's come to this point. I think the song really kicks in at this moment, somewhere around this moment. Okay, where the hell? Oh right, it's over here. Come on, Spectrum, show me some. Yeah, okay, so let's do this a 90-degree direction, and yay, now we have those square things. Let's change the color. So we have those things that we used to have in our old MP3 players and stuff, you know. I used to just stare at these for, well, not hours on end, which was what I was about to say, but for a good long time while listening to music. I used to just stare at these visualizations. I used to listen to music on my PSP. I didn't have an iPod until the 4th gen of iTouch, which was my first iPod, I guess. But yeah, this is pretty cool, I think. Won't you guys agree? This point, let's just stop there. That makes an M for Manav. See, it's being narcissistic. Okay, let's duplicate that layer. Actually, you know what, fuck it, I'll just delete these. Okay, let's make the outside color black for those. Okay, won't show up anything, because what we need to do is increase the maximum height to 3000. Okay. Oh, black is actually making it white for some reason. Let's do this. Yeah, you see how it blends in the color? I know you can just play with the hue interpolation as well, but this is not what I was actually doing for. I just really like what I just did accidentally. Anyway, let's make it analog dots. And let's make the direction say 0. No, not 0. Let's put it back to 90, and let's make the transition 0. And now we got these green blocks jumping around. jumping off of these audio spectrum. It's like they're getting a boosty upwards. Yeah. Okay. So what else can I show you guys? Something cool. Let me take these two and delete them. Okay, actually let me just delete this layer, the one with the extra size. Let me put these two, make these smaller. Let's make the maximum height on this to something like 400. Oh, before we do that, we can also do something like this. If I make the frequency bands to something outrageous like 2000, boom. Yeah. Okay, let's undo that real quick. Let me show you guys this cool thing. If I click on the audio spectrum layer and click and hold on this, I'll be able to create a mask. So I'll just find the center point, I'll click and drag. Now I'll hold control and it will basically make a circle of the bottom layer, but it's not really a circle, it's an ellipse, until of course I press shift. So now I'm holding both control, shift and the left click, and I can get a perfect circle. So I want this to be a little small like this. Okay, what I want to do is I want to remove the mask effect, which you can actually pull out just by pressing M on a layer. So I want to make that to none. Now I will set the path to mask 1 and set the side to side B. Still pretty loud. I'll make the frequency bands to something outrageous again, like 2000. For some reason 2000 seems to be my favorite number now. And shit, I just changed why didn't I change the height? Must have forgot about it. Let's change the height to 400. Okay, let's duplicate this a bunch of times. Make this white now. Come on. Let's make this, instead of making it 600, I'll make it 800, because I want to put something in the middle, which is 600 will be for this color. Yeah. Now what I want to do is for 500 I want to make it just slightly more greenish. Yeah, that's not enough now. Slightly more greenish. Hope that's not too much. No, I don't think it's too much. And what I can do is I'll duplicate this, make this 700. Won't change the color for that because that's already kind of strong. I'll lighten this color up though. See, you can get that effect. Or you can just say fuck all and make it pink, because why the fuck not? Just take this and make it pink as well, or whatever color you fancy. And yeah, now you've got an audio spectrum that reacts to music and is radial, which is my favorite kind. I love radial audio spectrums. Go watch my videos. 90% of them have a radial audio spectrum, just because I love them so much. Now the thing with this technique is, if let's just work with one. If I take this mask and just delete it, okay, let's make the height 1000 just for ease. And instead of creating a rounded one, if I take polygon tool and do this, okay, let's make this none, make the path is mask 1. Ta-da! Put your logo here. You can create any shape you want, and you can staple your audio spectrum to it. Doesn't that look kind of cool, especially with the mirror effect? If I remove the mirror effect, it looks like this, which is crap. I want it to look like this. This kind of looks like an angel. I don't know why. It reminds me of an angel. But yeah, cool, sexy, advanced audio spectrum tutorial ends here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. And share this video to your grandma, because I'm sure she would like to learn some After Effects too. Because this is the best software in the world. So thank you so much for watching this, guys, and stay awesome. Say that every time. I mean it every time. Stay awesome. Bye, guys. See you in the next